Watching James talk at KubeCon and the New Stack interview reminds me why what I do is so much fun. Essentially, we work on a product that allows customers to solve what's important to them, which is not have to solve the same infrastructure issues again and again, and allow them to build a platform that's meaningful to their end users, to their developers, a platform that actually works for the applications that their end users want to deploy. When T-Mobile first contacted us, we were super excited. The macro problem that T-Mobile was trying to solve is reduce the time that it takes to get an enterprise application to market, the time from inception to development to rolling it into production. And they realized that Kubernetes was the right platform to be able to develop and deploy these type of applications. But Kubernetes alone is not sufficient for deploying enterprise applications. T-Mobile realized that they needed a stateful storage solution that complemented Kubernetes, that could work in conjunction with Kubernetes and expand its capabilities to run enterprise applications that need stateful services.
What drove us to containers in the first place was just simply that in order to get code from the development environment into production took up to 6 months and 72 steps. So we knew that was a problem. The IT department was not able to move as agilely as our business was asking us to. They would often really press for solutions, and in some cases even look outside for solutions to be provided. So we had to go back and start from scratch and figure out how are other companies delivering very quickly. And one of the things that we found was is not just DevOps, but having platforms that enable DevOps teams to actually deliver same day changes, planned deployments 24/7, smaller changes instead of large changes once every 4 months. Small changes every day. What were the platforms that enabled that? And Cloud Foundry and Kubernetes were the two that seemed to really stand out. We feel like Kubernetes is kind of won the scheduling war in terms of Docker containers, so that's why we chose that, and now it's just a matter of how do we bring it to the enterprise.
Portworx is all about working with customers and making customers successful. We work with our customers like we are their partners, like an extension of their engineering team. When we worked with T-Mobile, we understood what their use cases were, how we can help automate their data infrastructure, how they can go production with Kubernetes and all their cloud-native application infrastructure.
One of the key components for Kubernetes offers is the ability to persist data in our containers. And it's tricky with containers. It's tricky because you're having to present storage through several abstraction layers. You're having to manage it. And we really are looking to put critical data into our Kubernetes environments. So we looked for a partner that would provide us a stable, performant environment, and Portworx checked all those boxes. So we are very happy to have that deployed in our systems.
Companies like T-Mobile that have thousands of applications have a legacy platform that's slowing them down, and they've chosen a platform like Kubernetes to empower their developers to do more. And they've selected Portworx to expand that platform's capabilities to include now more things like databases, and so they can shift their resources to value-producing activities versus keeping the lights on their thousands of applications that they need to keep in production.
It was great to just co-invent and co-create the Kubernetes-based cloud-native infrastructure that T-Mobile was building and working along with James Webb and team. And it was a fantastic achievement and accomplishment on both sides, where we built an entire cloud-native stack on Kubernetes and Portworx and took it to production right before the holiday season.